Hello, today is my 51st video and I'm going to show you how to make homemade bean soup and cornbread muffins. And here we go. Okay, first of all, I've got the ham bone from the other day, and I also took the drippings from the ham, if you saw my ham dinner. And what I do is I try to get the fat off. I've had this in the fridge. I can usually get the fat off with paper towel, but we'll see how it goes. Nope, that's not going to work today. All right. I'm just going to get the fat off like so. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Okay, good. These are the drippings from the ham, and then I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of salt. You don't want to put a lot and probably a half a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to put in a couple bay leaves. And then I'm going to cover it with water. This is probably 8 cups of water. And I'm going to boil that for about an hour or until all the ham falls off the bone. And I'll get back to you. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to strain this juice. I cooked this for about an hour and a half. Get the bay leaves out. And I'm going to set that off to the side. And I'm going to put my broth back in my pan. Out, spilling it all over the place. Look at that nice rich broth. Okay. Put that back on the oven. On the stove. I'm going to set this off to the side, and I'm going to show you what's going to go in my soup. I am going to peel a couple of carrots. I love this new peeler I got. It works so good. Okay, and I am going to cut up the onion, celery, and carrot, and I will get back to you. Okay, just finishing up with the celery. I wanted to tell you too, is I would put a teaspoon of dry mustard in my soup, but I don't happen to have any. All right. So now I've got my celery and carrots and onions cut up. Now I'm going to open up my beans. This is a 2-pound bag of northern beans. I tried to find navy beans, but I could not find them. I'm going to use about a half of the bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them and see if I see any stones or sand or anything. And you want to rinse them thoroughly, because you do not want dirt in your soup. I've ruined a batch of soup when I was a young girl, and I learned. And you can kind of look underneath the colander and see if you see any sand. All right, that should be good. So now, what I'm going to do, bring you over here. And I'm going to start that back up again. Add my beans and my veggies. And as soon as the ham bone cools off, I'm going to add the ham to it too, and then I'm going to show you how to make homemade corn muffins to go with this delicious soup. I wanted to show you real quick, even when you think that you have taken every bit of that ham off that bone, you haven't. There is so much more. So that's going in. And I figured that the beans are probably going to take, I did add a little bit more water. I'm figuring the beans are probably going to take about an hour to an hour and a half. So I'll get back with you and we're going to make the cornbread muffins. While the soup is cooking, we're going to build these muffins. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay. All you do, I'm going to take 2 cups of this White Lily cornmeal mix. And I'm going to add, I don't know, about a 1/4 cup of sugar. I like sweet muffins. I'm going to put a dash of oil, maybe a 1/4 cup. And I'm going to put in a cup of milk. And 1 egg. I guess I should do that over this in case I get a shell. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, mix this all up. If you don't have a mix and you just have the cornmeal, it's all it is you add half cornmeal, half flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, and whatever else the recipe calls for. Okay, I buttered my muffin tin, and the trick to muffin tins is never wash them with soap, only scrub them with hot water. That way your muffins will come out. So I'm going to try to be neat about this. And with the mix, you don't have to get the salt or any of that other stuff. But I'll tell you, bean soup and cornbread muffins, there's no better mix. No better mix. It just goes hand in hand. I'm going to take a little bit from a couple of these so I get my 12. Try to get them all even as you can. I did it a little neater this time than my other muffin recipes. I've got my oven set for 400, and I'm going to bake these for about, I think, 20 minutes. So I will get back to you with the bean soup and the muffins. I can't wait to show you. My soup is done. It did take a couple hours for these beans. Look at this beautiful, beautiful soup. What you're looking for is, see how the beans have started to split? That's what you want. Okay, I'm gonna dish this soup up. Here's my pretty muffins. They did take about 18 minutes. And I'm gonna dish up this wonderful soup. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So here's my soup, couple muffins. Look at that. If that isn't something that you want to dig into. And I always put a little bit of mustard in it, like my mother did. I'm going to put some honey on my muffins, and that's my bean soup recipe. It takes a few hours, but you have time and your family will love it. And don't forget to watch my smoked ham dinner. Then I made quiche the next day. Then I made ham spread yesterday. And today I made soup. You get 4 meals from one smoked ham. Thank you so much for watching. And be sure to subscribe. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. And love the Lord with all your heart. Bye now.